Hello, I'm Delighted, and I'm going to be playing this auto match live. So this is live commentary, and I'm placing in the fourth position with Gray placing first. I always think placing in Catan Universe, placing fourth position usually sucks, and the reason why it usually sucks is because how Catan Universe organizes the boards is that they have random boards, except for if there's a 6 and an 8, they move it so it's not next to each other. And the reason why placing first or second is very strong on random boards is because you can have crazy strong spots like a 5-6-9 Orbit Sheep. You see there's a 5-6-9 right here. If this is Orbit Sheep, then first position should usually always take this, and this is a very, very strong spot. But this is, triple sheep, so it's not as strong. But placing fourth usually sucks, but that's okay. That's all right. A pro of placing in fourth position is that on low ore boards, you tend to get more ore and strong wheat spots. But this is bad. I'm in a pretty bad spot right now. I think the 5-8-10 is a correct first pick. I'm not sure about the second pick, though. I'm not sure if I would have done that. I think we should prioritize one of these rare wheats since this 8-3, 8-3-4, and one of these rare wheats would be taken if you take this 5-8-10 right here. But maybe that's not such a bad pick if you can get to the brick port. But I'm eyeing the wheats right now. It would be really great if third position didn't take the 8-3-4 right now. And he takes a triple sheep instead. And that's good, since if he took this, then my wheat source would be I guess not super hot, since it would be a 4 wheat, which isn't that bad, but I'm not sure if that's good enough. But now it's my turn. I'm placing as fourth position. I do want to take this wheat right here. I'm offline. I should be able to take this 8-3-4 and point to the right to the 3-6. Will he take the 3-6? The 4-6-9 is actually surprisingly strong too. The force, I could do something weird and do 4-6-9 3-4-8 with that's way too much wood. I do have strong brick, but where can I expand? It's a little tidbit of wood. Fourth is not super hot here. I need to hurry up and think. I could just do this and this. Or in wheats, that's not a winning setup. I need to take 3-4-8 with the free red. I do 3-4-8, 3-4-8, but it's super risky. I just emphasize the importance of wheat, and then I'm not going to take it. It's sort of disgusting. I could do 5-4-11, 3-4-8 with the free red, pointing to more ore. This will leave this 4-6-9 to this player, but that's... Ooh, I really want to take the 3-4-8, but I don't think I will, actually. Ugh, I don't like this. I'm not sure if that's the right pick. Yeah, I think 5-4-11, 3-4-8. I really want to take the 3-4-8, but I just don't know what goes well with it. If I took 3-4-8 plus 6-3-11, I guess, yeah, I could do alt orbit sheep like that. I thought that's not that bad of a setup, actually. 3-4-8, 6-3-11. Yeah, that's actually not that bad of a setup. I think I could have done that if I wanted to play alt orbit sheep. The issue is that it's actually a pretty good setup since I have 2 ores, 1 strong sheep, and then split ores and upgrade this. Yeah, it's actually a decent setup, but 11s and 3s, yeah, it's 4 points for it. It's not bad. So I could have done that as a setup, but I didn't have enough time. I just solidified in the 5-4-11. So I didn't see that, but that's okay. And yeah, now I just think I just go ahead and take the 3-4-8 and just play like a road game, since he's going to where's the sheep port? He's probably going to place right here. It's pretty obvious. I'm just going to let this player take this 4-9-11. Will he take... Oh, geez. This road's actually really badly pointed, since he's going to... This spot's actually probably going to be open. So I probably should have pointed my road up here. That's why I wish I had more than 2 minutes. But we'll see if my predictions are correct. The good thing is that even with this road wasted, I can still expand to right here, which is a strong spot, and I can still expand to 4-11. So yeah, he goes on the 2-5. Red's going to take the 4-6-9, and I think Gray is probably going to take the 10-9-11. So this road becomes useless. Yep, yeah. So that's my predictions are exactly becoming true, and he's going to be able to get this 8-3-4. So I was able to figure out the board, but or like what's going to happen, but I wasn't able to do it quick enough, and that's why I don't like the 2-minute timer for placements like Catan Universe, and that's why I don't really play auto matches that often. I don't play auto matches specifically for that reason, because you know this I like to take my time and think. and he's probably going to take this since it completes his set of all 5 resources. Yep. I mean, if I was in gray spot, I'd probably take the 10, 9, 11 also. But we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. He might just he could take the 10, 3, 11, like the triple or, and just play all or with sheep, which puts him in a really strong spot actually. I can tell that Gray is actually like a decent player since they took the 5, 8, 10 first. Well, it's not that hard to identify this as the first pick. And I think the roads also just shows that he's, I guess, disciplined, just doing correct roads. I can tell that Orange is not going to win this game. This sheep port setup right here is a prime example of like when not to do port strategies. Sure, you might have strong production, but you're not going to win this game. It's just sort of true, I guess. Orange is not going to win this game. Yeah, so he takes a 10, 9, 11. So I was right with the predictions, and making me sort of regret like my road in this placement right here. But that's okay. That's okay. I think if I could change my road if I could change one thing, I'd probably change my road, the 5, 4, 11, and try to point it up to the 8, 4, 3. But these things happen. That's fine. So he has 2. So one of the biggest things I emphasize is tracking cards. So he has 2 wood, 2 ore in hand. Red 9 rolled. He has 3 wood, 1 wheat in hand. And right now, this guy has a bunch of sheep. So red gets 5 is rolled. That's the free red. The red's gonna have a very, very strong setup. So I think I'm playing behind right here. The interesting thing is that even though we're all at 2 points, I'm actually very, very behind. Me and Orange are very behind. Orange is a dead player. I'm behind, and Red's in a very strong setup. So he goes ahead, and he did 2 for 1. Okay. So actually, me and Orange are going to have to race for this 6 through 11. This is actually a critical spot that I get. So let's see. A 4. All right. So I'm needing a brick really badly. A 4 just rolled. 5. I don't think there's any brick since. Actually, no. There is a brick since the 8 just rolled. So I have to look for Red's brick, and Red is also going to be wanting the brick since I have a bunch of wood. What if I gave Red a ore? Yeah, what if I gave Red an ore? This is a sketchy deal. Probably not going to go through, but I'm looking for Red's brick right here. So yeah, they say no. That's fine though. So I'm at 7 cards. I could either buy a development card, or I can hold, or I can build a road. Those are my 3 options. I usually hate committing to races like this, but I don't think he's going to be able to beat me. Because I only need an 8, and he needs to port for everything else. So I don't think I'm going to lose this race to Orange. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and commit the road. And I'm going to save the wheat sheep because I need that for the settlement. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this and pass. So Orange is wanting a wheat. And the reason why... So here's how I like to look at it. Why did I immediately say no? So Orange started with 2 ores, a 10 just hit, so he has 3 ores, an 8 just hit, so he has 1 wheat. So if we do this trade with Gray, we're going to give him a city, right? That's why he wants the wheat so badly. The thing is, it's online, so I can't tell everyone else, listen, if you trade on the wheat, that's suicide, you're going to give him a city. But the lucky thing is, no one else is going to trade on a wheat. Because Orange doesn't have wheat, Red does have a wheat, but like, yeah, Red has a wheat, but they're gonna build this. So I don't have to try bothering to table talk this, since because it's not gonna go through. But I mean, it's an offline, it's a online game, so there's no point of table talk. But it's just good to know what you're going to say, or good to know what happens a good chunk of the time. So he has 3 or 1 wheat in hand. So 2 6s rolled. He's gonna probably port for something right here. Interesting. All right, 6. Let's see. I'm looking for. Wow, crazy. I'm really looking for a brick right here. Don't think any 5s rolled at all. No bricks on board. I could look for another wheat, but that doesn't really make sense since no trade's gonna go through for wheats. I could, for time's sake, I'm just gonna pass. But right now is a turn where I just Right, if this is like a live game or tournament game, I just pause and sort of just like reevaluates everyone's cards real quick, just to figure out what everyone has. So right here, so if this was a live game, once again, Gray just rolled a 7. So what do? You start table talking immediately. I'd say like, oh, Gray, like you know who to take from to get a wheat, right? Red still has a wheat. Actually, yeah. So Red had 2 wheats. Actually, I lied. So Red actually could have done that trade. Steal from Red since they have a wheat. Okay, that's what I'd probably say. Like, oh, you want to get your city, right? Which is a good point since they do want to get the city. And actually, I can tell what card Gray stole if they built their city or not. Since so yeah, they didn't get a wheat. Since if they did get a wheat, then they immediately built the city. They wouldn't be asking you for this trade. Well, that's not true since you want to trade before you build. But uh, I'm not gonna give this trade at all for sure. Now he wants a brick. I'm not gonna trade with him. All right, so it's Red's turn. A 3 is rolled. That's just ore for me. Now I'm gonna be looking for a wheat too. So interesting. 5 is rolled. This is sort of bad since he has brick and sheep. He might be able to actually get the settlement right here. I think he just has to port for a sheep. Oh, so he's trying to trade for wood. So if he gets this deal, that's actually a settlement for orange right here, which is bad news for me. Since remember, like just think about what he has in hand. He probably has 1 brick and 6 sheep in hand. So that's the wood, brick, wheat, and that's the settlement. So yeah. So yes, this sucks getting cut off right here, but it's actually not that bad. Oh gosh. The reason why I say it's not that bad to get cut off is because, I mean, it's still terrible. It's still terrible I get cut off. But I can just build one more road and build to the 6, 11, 12. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I really wish I built my road up here and tried to race for red for the settlement instead. It's pretty... this is probably a game where I lose, if I'm being honest. I guess I can trade for wheats, but I don't think I'm going to get any wheats. It doesn't hurt to try, but the odds are like impossible. I guess I can trade sheep for wheat. I bet if I try doing this, there's a chance red will say yes, but they only have 1 wheat in hand, so. But this is the rare card, so we'll see. And some, if this is like a game, I'd say I try to table talk and say like, I'll give you the settlement red. Like, don't you want the sheep? And I'm saying what I give them. So like, oh, I complete their settlement for them. So I'm feeding them the information that they need. Like, here, this is what it completes you, and all I want is 1 card. But in reality, they're giving me I'm giving them a settlement. They're giving me a city. So they say no to my trade. I'm gonna try doing a 2-for-1, and if that doesn't go through, I think I'm almost forced to hold or buy dev card. They're taking a really long time. I'm about to get timed out. I think I just have to hold right here, actually. I'm gonna make the decision to hold since I'm just super behind. Maybe that's not right to do. Maybe that's not the right thing to do, to hold. Because like the reason why I say it's not the right thing to do is because why am I holding right now? Like what am I holding for? And I guess you can say I'm holding for an 8 so I can build another road. That's all right. But the thing is, I'm also the main objective is to complete the city. And if I'm trying to hold for the city, like there's no point of holding. I can hold 1,000 turns but until the 7 is rolled, I'm not gonna get any wheats, right? So you can say I'm holding for 2 5 so I can 4-for-1, or I'm holding for an 8, or I'm holding for 7 7 to move, and for me to not get any cards so I don't get 7'd out, and then I'm waiting for a 4 to roll. But the other argument against it is just buying a development card right here. It sort of helps me. We'll see. So an 8 is rolled. He gets his wheat. What did Gray just do? I wasn't watching. He just 4 ore for a brick. That's a mistake. This is a huge mistake by Gray. I'm gonna trade 4 ore for a brick. I could do this for this. This gives me a city. This gives red the settlement on the 8-3-4, which makes red very, very powerful. Why would you do this? You're just giving him... That's a classic example of a bad trade right here. Why do you want 1 wood? Why is it helpful for you? This is a classic example of a bad trade. And like no offense to Orange, but based on their placements, they're not. You can tell they're not the hottest player. All right, so Yeah, I'm forced to trade for the wheats. I don't think there is a wheat, though, on board. Actually, yeah, I can trade for a wheat, but I think it's going to break his city, so it doesn't make sense. I mean, I can offer ore for wheat. Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, right? It doesn't hurt to try. No, you just directly say no. What if I offer an ore for 2 sheep? Okay, so I know he has brick. Yeah, wait, hold up. I know he has brick, and he has wants. I'll do. Yeah, I'll do. Wait, no. So I know orange has wood, so I can do this trade right here. So I'm giving him a second ore, and I want a brick for 2 sheep. He immediately says no. Why? I'm giving you the road that you want, and you're giving me 2 sheep. Why would you say no to this? All right, he's taking a while. And if that says he says 1 sheep, that's so greedy. No, I can't do that. I could. Fuck, I'm in a bad spot. I guess I have to buy Dav and then just let's see. It's a VP. All right. All right. I had to just hurry up right there. I don't like the spot I'm in. I'm in a really, really bad spot. This VP hurts me even more. And I can already say that my odds of winning this game are quite low. It takes from orange, which is a mistake. Orange is not the leader. Orange is in a very bad spot since they have to convert all their resources. Red's the leader, in my opinion. 5 is rolled, so that's more sheep for everyone. Yeah, Red's gonna get this 3 for 1 port. I can already tell Red's gonna be very, very strong. And 8 is rolled. It's brick. It's wheats. Of course, he wants wheat now. He's offering sheep. No one's gonna trade him wheats. Oh, never mind. Oh, since the red needs a sheep. Why are you trading so freely with red? I don't think this is the right move. Okay, so I was bashing on orange, but when they get the 569 and the 3611, their setup increases by a little bit in terms of strength. Red already has a sheep, so they don't really need another sheep. I guess I could try trading ore for wheat again. But even if I do trade ore for wheat, like I can either hold for the city, and if I get 7 out, that's pretty devastating, or I could buy another dev card. I don't think they're gonna. I mean, I could try doing something like this, 3 for 2, but I don't think. Does he have 2? If you no, he has 2 wheats, but I'm not sure he was gonna trade this. So I'm essentially I'm telegraphing that I want a city, but let's see if they're dumb enough to give it to me. Not dumb enough, but generous enough, I should say. Gray is thinking about this trade. Let's see. All right, any day now. He just says straight up no counter offers, nothing. Tight spot. I'm sort of screwed. All right, let's say if I do a 1 for 1. Probably not gonna happen, and I'm probably just gonna be forced to hold. All right, I'm just forced to hold. If a 7 hits, it almost spells my death, but that's okay. A 10 is hit. That's very good for them. And that's the city. So that's why he didn't want to trade his the wheats away, which makes sense. Maybe it could have, if this was a live game, I had more time. I probably could have talked him into giving me even better, or talked him into breaking his own city and giving him more cards. Maybe. But yeah, I'm in a very bad spot. Even though it seemed like I'm at 3 points with everyone else. In terms of production, I'm just extremely behind. And not having enough time to be able to realize that this 348 was actually going to be open was quite bad, actually. It puts me in a much worse spot. And not also seeing the 348 plus 369 is a decent setup, too. That's also, it hurt me a lot, I guess. So another 8 is rolled. He has 2 wheats in hand. Red's going to be able to build a settlement. You're wanting wheat, and she wants wheat because... Why does she want... No, she wants wood offering wheat. She wants wood because 6s haven't hit, I think. 9s haven't hit either, I think. Well, it's clear that she doesn't have wood, so... Alright, so let's see what they do. They're 4 for 1 for ore, and they get a city, so... So why were they asking for wood? It doesn't make sense. They break their own... Whatever. 11. So more ore. Still, there's no wheats from this yet. It's okay, though. So my next objective is to probably try my best to trade the wheats with gray, since I know they have 2 wheats in hand. He didn't. So orange. Usually, I'd say like orange should have played the knight card before they rolled, which telling me that they don't have a knight card. But orange is like a newer player, or like he's a less experienced player. So I'm not sure if he knew he could play the knight card before, since a lot of players don't know that you can play the knight card before you roll. So we'll see. He's offering he wants a sheep for a brick. I don't. Yeah, there's no point of doing this trade. So actually, orange's spot isn't that bad. I thought if orange's spot was bad with just 5-6-9, 5-2, and I was expecting to win this rate and just trap him and make him a dead player. Oh, let's see what they do. The wheats. Oh wow, he took the 2 wheats. All right. And then what's funny is that you take the 2 wheats, but you can't do anything with it. That's a classic example of a terrible move. There's no other light way to say it nicely, I guess. The issue is that all right, I have to try my best to trade 2 wheat, since this 4-for-1 can't even do anything. If I trade you like 3 cards for 2 wheats, like, will you take this trade? All right, that's a crazy trade, since they're willing to play a monopoly on 2 wheats. So if I'm willing to do a 4-for-2 trade, this is getting pretty creative, I guess. We'll see though. Instead, they have a wood in hand from earlier. They also want sheep since it's just port fuel for them. And they also, their ores don't hurt them at all. They say no. What if I give you 2 wheats? Like, what if I give you like this crazy trade right here? It's a 4-for-2. Why would you not take this trade? Oh shoot, he takes the trade. Talk about being creative. So yes, I do give him like a 4-for-2 trade, but I sort of almost have to take this trade. Wait, give me 1 second. I think I have to city this one, right? Because it's just my ore and wheat. And if a 4 hits, it gives me very close to the city, or an 11, since I already have 2 extra ores. I just do this for now. I wish I had more time to think about it. And the reason why I did that is because I need the 4 for 2 wheats to hit. I needed 3 or 11, and that'll give me another city. And that puts me back inside the game. Since I would like to argue right now that without that trade, I'm totally screwed. And another reason why I did that trade is because it brings orange over 7 cards, and he acts right before me. So there's 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns for orange to get 7'd out. Hence that trade would put him over 7 cards. So it's sort of like a trap trade almost that I was trying to do. So 9 just rolled. The issue with me whenever I'm explaining, I guess what I'm doing is I pay attention to what people have less in hand. So yeah, I'm sort of lost in what they have in hand. But that's okay. He builds a road back. I know that none of these guys have wheat, since just there's no wheat on board at all. And then 8, so now there's 3 wheats on board. All right. I'm really relying on these 4 since I'm doubled up on them. So yeah, that 8 was perfect for red. What's their last card? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I know one of them's wood now. I wish I had more time to like think and figure out what everyone had. But no 7 rolled, and I gave orange a huge turn. So let's see what orange does. Scarily enough, he's probably going to get a city. Yep, he gets a city. So I'm trading orange cities. This 5-6-9 looks pretty bad. Or like, it was like bad as in like, that's scary. Maybe this is karma at the very beginning of the game for saying like orange had no chance of winning at all. Alright, so I need a sheep or an ore. Both of those would allow me to do stuff. So let me try trading for ore first, since, cities are better than settlements, so blah, blah, blah. I need the city. So let's just try trading for it. So I know a 9 was rolled, so basically they instantly say no. I know a 9 was rolled, so that means people have wood, and that's why I'm offering brick. He's offering me 2 brick for an ore. Do I take this trade? I'm afraid if I take this trade, he's going to cut me off. I'll take 2 brick for an ore. Wait, no, this is gray. He wants 2 brick. Why? He wants a brick since it allows him to build here, and he wants to get on this 9 too. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything for him. Or could be patient and wait for one of these. 2 bricks. Yeah, why the hell not? It puts him over 7 cards. Just get another city. I'm just super behind, so I think I almost have to do this trade. Alright, so 4 is rolled. That's good. That's more cards for me. So now I just need to focus on expanding. So I brought myself out of like a really terrible position just with getting good trades. So He gets a settlement. It's 5/5. So he buys a dev card. That's sort of bad since I'm eventually gonna have to start buying dev cards to try to win largest army. That's my only out to win this game in my opinion. Trying to get largest army and potentially stealing longest road since I could probably do that actually. Actually, I could get really close to doing that. Oops. He wants a break for wheat. I'm gonna say no. Why does he want a brick? Let's see what he's trying to do now. Since a 9-year-old, he wants to build a road. Why would you? Alright, whatever. It's fine. So he wants to get to the brick port, and this brick port would be pretty strong for him. So yeah, it's it needs one more road to get to. He needs one more road to get to 7 points, and then he needs another settlement, and that'll put him at 8 points. So red's for sure the biggest threat. But the thing is, like, what I hate about Catan Universe, all it does is look like, oh, we're all at 5 points, right? So red's not the biggest threat. But you know, the good players that realize no, red is quite the threat actually. How do I trade this? He needs 9. What if I gave 2 woods for 2 sheeps? I'm just giving him, yeah, 2 woods for 2 sheeps, and I'll just buy 2 dev cards like that. And then with these dev cards, I guess I'll have to block red's ore. No? What if I just did 1 for 1? I gave you breaks last turn, right? So don't you want the sheeps this time, orange? I'm just looking for sheep so I can buy a dev card. And I desperately need a trade. 2 for 1. Instead of getting greedy, and orange is looking sort of scary, but I don't think that's scary. The worst case scenario, orange cuts me off. Then I'm actually screwed. I'm willing to take those trades since I just need a dev card. I just need night cards to start gunning towards largest army. Since you see, no one has gotten towards the largest army win condition, but this longest red win condition is almost taken already. So another 4 is rolled, and that's more wheats for red. Alright, let's see. Another 4 again, so there's red has 4 wheats in hand. Red's probably going to trade for wheats this turn right here. Or probably going to trade away their wheat. And probably gray, knowing orange will probably take the trade. And of course, red's looking for sheep since they don't produce sheep. And here's the wheat for sheep counteroffer trade about to go through. And see, this is where I say this is a bad. Oh no, they don't do this trade. I thought they would. So this is the perfect settlement for red. I think it is. Awesome. All right, let's see. A 10 is rolled. I haven't seen those. 2 ore. All right. Yeah, so he's gonna cut me off. I think this is sort of bad. I had a feeling this would happen, but yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. So I'm in a pretty terrible position. I don't really know what to say or do. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll. He gets a wheat. The only way I win this is if I get largest army and longest road. So how do I get? Maybe that trade with orange for 2 woods is a mistake, since I knew I gave him breaks earlier and this 5 hit. Or no, it didn't hit. Well, giving him the materials that caught me off was for sure suicide. But I wanted to buy a dev card that turn. And I guess that's what I get for not tracking his cards well enough. That's okay. So I've been cut off from everywhere. Still at 5 points. He could get to 7 points, actually. So could red. Well, red's a lot easier to get to 7 points. There's 7 points right here. And then they have to take red, that's 9. And then they have to pull for VP or get a second city, which is quite scary. I'm going to just try trading for sheep, since that's what I need. I wish I had more time. Actually, this wood becomes really useless now. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and just do this. 4 for 1. And just buy a dev card. It only makes sense I do this, I think. Let's see what I get. I need night cards. That's good. So I can put myself at 7 points, but I still need to get here to 8 points, upgrade to 9 points, and... Wait, hold up. If I get army, that puts me at 7. And then settlement, that puts me at 8. Upgrade, that puts me at 9. Or once I build a settlement, actually, I can just try and just build 2 more roads, and then I'll be longest road right here. So in reality, I just need settlement and then longest road and then play these night cards. So although it looks like I'm totally screwed, that's I have at least like a few outs. But if they take long road, then yeah, nothing really happens. All right, so I need to track cards. So red has I think 2 woods, or it's a wheat and a wood or something. I wish I paid attention more. I think they have wheats since 4 is rolled. I was not paying attention well enough. Yeah, this is I guess what I get for for not paying attention enough and not focusing on cards. But that's okay. I hope you guys are learning stuff, I guess, from learning from how I think. But I guess theoretically you could say that 2's rolled, so he has sheep. And what did I do? 4 for 1 for 4s. I think red 4 for 1 last turn. So 6. This is blocked wood. Alright. But a dev card. That's bad news. This might force me to play a dev card also. No, I'm not going to play a dev card. It doesn't really make sense. It's an ore hit. It's a wood for everyone. And I need sheeps right now. I could theoretically get a city, but you know, there's no more cities, so it's useless. I need sheeps really badly, actually. Did the 2 hit, right? No, it didn't hit. Oh, I'm cheating looking at the game log, whatever. I don't think anyone has sheep. I could actually trade for wheat, though, and do a 4 for 1. Or I could trade for a brick, actually. Yeah, no one has... let me try doing this trade right here. I could either hold, or I can either not hold. Alright, I don't think this trade's gonna go through. Oh, he said yes. What am I giving him? I guess I give him a perfect settlement, like at worst case scenario. And I get a road. Do I even want to do this trade since I get a road right here? I guess I do want to do this trade because it just helps me, you know, I guess it will just lower my hand size, and that's nice. I could have played my night card. Maybe I should have played my night card and be blocking red since they get very lethal quite quickly. So the red had a bunch of woods in hand. So if an 8 rolls, that's bad news. It's really bad news since red not only gets this, they only have the red not only gets the wheat, they also get the brick and the brick port. And they have essentially 2 ore spots, this 8 and the 10. So I probably should have played my knight last turn and taken from red. So that's a mistake, I think. But it was the trader said no too quickly. He wanted a sheep, and he's offering brick. I could have gotten a better deal from him, actually. I was not... that's a mistake. So the reason why I think I could have gotten a better deal is because he's on 10. That means he has 3 brick in hand. And that means he needs 1 brick to use, along with 2 bricks to trade. So I think I probably could have gotten 2 for 1 if last turn if I did a wheat and offered him 2 bricks. I think I could have done that. But, you know, that's... I make mistakes. I lost an opportunity there, but that's okay. Let's think about the potential... Wow, 2 for 1 for sheep. Dang. Yeah, okay. I guess that's a perfect settlement by them. What was that trade? A brick or... So this is interesting. Let's see what they block. Probably this 5 sheep since it blocks everyone. Hopefully they don't take from me. And it looks like I'm pretty screwed on my screen since... From their point of view, since I'm up 4 points and I'm trapped. But at least I have like a sort of out, I guess. I should probably be blocking red. I could either block myself on the 8s, or I could block them on the 10. It shouldn't be taking from me. Yeah, that makes sense, taking from orange. But they're at 7 cards, 6 points, and they could easily jump to 8. Yep, and if an 8 or 5 hits, that's, I guess, dangerous. Quite dangerous. He's looking for wheat, offering wood. Why does he want wheat? Or she? I think she wants wheat because... Alright, let's see. This will give away their intention. So she does do 4 for 1 for wheat. Why? Trying to hold for the city? Did a 10 hit? I think so. Alright, so he plays a night card. Blocks a 9, takes from her. Alright, our 7 is rolled. That's fine. Probably the 8 wheat, I bet. I have to play my night card now, though, since I have to make sure to, you know, like, I guess stay ahead of red. Interesting. So he could jump to 7. He buys another development card, and see that's danger zone. Maybe I really should have played my night card and taken. So I have to play this night card, even though it's not on me. I have to play a night card just to keep up in the largest army race. Him buying another development card is pretty bad. Maybe I could have bought. Maybe I should have bought a development card last turn. Either block this or we're gonna block the wheat. Blocking the wheat seems fine since I'm blocking 2 players, and you know Gray's actually pretty strong. Gray could build 2 more roads, get to 9 if this is a VP right here. I should probably pay attention. I forgot I wasn't paying attention if this is a VP or not. But I guess I take from red. See if they have. No one has wheat though. Or sheep. 2 is rolled. Alright. This is sort of annoying. I wish I could steal that sheep. Alright. Wheat for sheep. Alright, come on. I know you only have 1 card, but... Alright. Wheat and ore for sheep. Oh, man. I'll do this trade. But the thing is, this trade isn't directed at orange. It's directed at gray. Yeah, yes, that's what I want. I'm giving him city material, but he gives me a dev card, and I need to get largest army. Remember that. That's the only way I win. So I get largest army, which is good. And see, I want to trade with orange since he's racing me for knight cards right now, and I need to stay ahead in the largest army race. All right, so this is a bad sign. And what sucks is he's going to be 1 ahead of me if this is a knight card. But I have largest army in hand though, so that's good. But if he continues to play knight cards and he continues to race me, and he gets all knight cards, since he goes right before me and he's 1 right ahead, yeah, that's, I guess, bad news. Since he can just take largest army, which isn't good. Alright, you gotta take from the 6-point player. Alright, good. And he has 5 sheep in hand right now, so he's gonna be able to buy a development card no matter what. Unless red rolls a 7 and breaks his development card. Since he has 5 sheep, is 1 sheep to use for the development card, and then 2 sheep to port for. Alright, let's see. Alright, red, go ahead and roll the dice. And what's really annoying is actually that... Alright, this is good. So, why do I say it's good? It makes no sense why I say it's good. Alright, he rolls an 8. That's not good. But, so he's going to buy a development card right here. And, so if he empties out his entire hand and buys a development card, then that requires 5 sheep, and his hand's going to be left with 2 sheep. Then I can play my knight card and take his sheep and buy another development card. Alright, this is really scary. No one's taken road yet. Not scary, but it's also like an opportunity. Put it that way. Alright, so he does, let's see what 5 sheep, wood, brick, sheep. Oh, okay, never mind. So they decided to do the perfect settlement instead of the development card, which is an option. 2 hit, I could take from him, or I could take from red. What's the right decision here? He could give me their sheep. Red's just sort of threatening in general, though. I guess I'll just do this and take from red still, though. I guess I'll just take from red. Although I gave him a wheat and ore, and he's quite close to second city, right? I mean, I bring him under 7 cards, so... And a 7 would be devastating. Or... Oh, gosh. A 9 was rolled, right? So he has 2 woods in hand. Woods are sort of useful, I guess. What do I do? He could... Wait, hold up. He could be at 7 points, and all he has to do is extend 1 more row to get to 9 points. So orange is also quite threatening himself. Especially since he can play that dev card. Oh. I can either take from red or I could take from orange. And is this 8 wheat even the right blocking spot? I wish I had more time to think. Alright, I don't have enough time to think. I have to just go. I think I'm gonna take from red, I guess. Alright, let's see. 11's rolled. Wheat, ores. I guess I would trade wheat for sheep. If I give me a dev card. Alright, I have to say yes to this trade quickly. Alright, that's fine. No one says yes. I can't build a city since I don't have any more spots at all. 4 wheats. Alright, this is... My hand is flooded, and I'm afraid that he got a monopoly. So yeah, maybe I should have taken from him since I knew that he's close to the city. I think I gave him that city with the 2 wheat for a sheep card trade. Not good. Alright, so 2 sheeps in hand. That's very good. If I can survive and not get 7'd out, I gotta buy 2 dev cards, which is strong. Alright, I hope red takes longest red. I might even need to tell red to take longest red. But at the same time, I want to get greedy myself and, you know. Since if red doesn't take longest red, think about the turn that I can do. I can play my knight card, get the 7 points, and if an 8 rolls, I can go to 9 points, and then I have to pull for a VP. And I have 2 shots at pulling for a VP. So I'm just waiting for red to not take red. Alright, let's see. 2 orange. Is that a city? Since I know red's trying to hold front of the city. So 8, 3, 4. That's the second city. All right. So, all right. No, this is terrible. All right, that's okay. These things happen. I want to dump my wood really badly. I have to choose 2 more. Oh gosh, that just almost destroys my entire game. You know, these things happen, but that's okay. Alright, he takes from gray. I guess that makes sense, since if a 10 plus 9 hits, that's the game. Or not, that puts them at 9 points. He buys a second development card, and he plays his night card. But it's 1 turn too late. It's why didn't you play your night card last turn? It's 1 turn too late since I already have largest army. Alright, I guess I won't play my night card since I don't need it. 4 is rolled, that's good. I need a brick really badly right now, actually. Does anyone have any brick? 5 did roll, so red does have brick, but this... Alright, maybe I can do something like this. Wheat for brick. So you could still be at 7 points there. Wheat for brick, no. What if I trade 2 wheat for 1 brick? Do you have a brick? I thought you had a brick. You still say no instantly? Alright, am I just stupid? Does no one have any brick? A 5 did roll, though. But maybe he's trying to... Red... 4 just rolled, it's red. Yeah, so 4 red's cards are just wheat. So yeah, the only brick is just orange. I mean, what if I gave you a wood for a brick? No, since you only have 1 brick to use, you're probably not gonna... No, he wants a brick so badly because he wants to take longest red with that. Yeah, duh. So I just play my night card right now. I think... Yeah, so that's my night card. I have to hurry up. And I think I might just... I have to block orange somehow. This right here, since he's lethal. Since he could extend red and take 9, I guess. But so can red. And red... No, I have to block red, since red can just build 1 road in settlement, and there are 4 cards. Alright, just do red. There's just too many things going on. Alright, just block this and take from red. Shoot. Alright, I have to hurry up. Buy dev card. Alright, let's buy another dev card. Alright, 2 night cards, I think. That's terrible. I was looking for victory points since I have to sort of win the game. And victory points are my only out. So red's going to be able to really do a lot. Red might be able to just build road settlement and take the game. I'm really surprised no one's taken road yet. I want red myself, but we'll see. The lucky thing is that the no bricks are on board at all, except for this 1 brick orange has. We'll see. Yeah, this is... I wish I had more time to think about my block. I needed more time to think. Since no bricks are on board, and, red's sort of really threatening to just do an explosive turn. Since their hand is what? Hand is, it's 3, 6, 6. I think it's 6 wheat to wood, but -1. Since I took from red, what did I take from red? Does it say? No, Young Cat is robbed by Dylighted. Oh man, I can't even remember what I took from red. Well, I think it took a wheat from red, so that means that her hand is, it's 2 wood, 5 wheats. So what can they win? They need a sheep, but orange might be stupid enough to trade them a sheep to win the game, since they have to do road settlement, or actually 8. So 2 8s could win the game. Actually, that's really lethal. Dang. So this might have been a mistake. Oh, actually, wait, no. They can't win the game on the next turn, but they can take red. All right, and 11. Let's see. It's just ores for me. That won't do it. All right, so if they have what I thought they had, they have 5 wheats, 2 woods. They do 3 for 1 with the wheats to do something for a brick, I guess, and you just do right here. All right, he just passes. All right, interesting. These night cards are terrible. I could, if these were like a victory point or anything, if this was a victory point, that would be amazing. Why would that be amazing? Because, I can sort of just try to win the game, since if this was a victory point, that put me at 8 points just to build 2 roads and win the game. And it's really crazy since I'm in in a very, very terrible spot and no one's taken red. All right, but let's see what he plays with this card. Actually, one of them being a night card isn't that bad, since he's racing me for largest army. So that's a good sign that he does that. All right, let's see. The 8 is rolled. Ooh, this is huge. This is huge. Can I just win this turn? If I do a 4 for 1 for a wheat. Wait, hold up. If I do 4 for 1, that's this. And then I do build a settlement. That's 8. And then I build 2 roads. And no one's taken road. Wow, what the hell? Is that the game? Wait. Before I just be an idiot and just do this. I probably also could have played my knight card just to steal, but that's fine. This is 4 for 1, puts me at 8. I build 2 roads, and that's the game, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No one's taking road, right? My eyes aren't tricking me. No way! I won this game! From a terrible position. Wait. Since, yeah, this is 8 points. I built 2 roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I won this game from an absolutely terrible position. Wow. Wow, look at that. Look at that game. Uh, that's quite crazy in my opinion. Alright, let's see. 9,000 elo placement matches, and I'm currently 13. Alright. 3 out of 5. So I'm still not on the leaderboards yet since I'm still doing my placement matches. This dice distribution was all over the place. Yeah, I was in a very terrible situation, and I would not have expected to win that most of the time. Since, I mean, at the very beginning, I regretted my placement. I placed my road wrong. I placed my road wrong. I got cut off. I lost this race. I wasted this road right here. And then I knew from that point I had to make a city and had to start making things happen. So I upgraded the cities, and I'm like, all right, well, I know one of my win conditions has to be largest army, especially since I'm being trapped. It's not like I'm gonna be able to beat road, especially with red setup. And then I also considered taking road a lot of the, like good chunk of the time because I need road to win, right? Or like, well, not I need the road to win, but I considered it since I knew red might have not taken it instead. And I think that's, as a road player, like red made the really critical mistake of not taking road as a road player. Like when you play with a lot better players, like if you don't, as a road player, if you don't take road and you just let the army player get it, I guess you can call me the army player. But like I was honestly like a random player. Like I didn't really have a strategy. It was just sort of just trying to survive. But if you don't take road, this is what happens. And I don't think anyone is tracking any cards at all. And you see how I was able to figure out what trades would happen or what was going on because I was able to track cards. Well, like, I didn't do a super good job of it since I was explaining. That'll be my excuse for not doing a good job since I was explaining what I was doing. But if I was if in a tournament match where I'm fully focused, like knowing what everyone has at all the time, at all the times, it's very strong because it lets you do really good trades. It lets you know what trades are going to go through. It lets you figure out what your opponent's turn is before they even play. And if you know what they're going to do before they even play, they can sort of table talk them and to not make trades or to make the wrong decisions. And if you can table talk them along with knowing what they have and stuff, it just turns into really strong combination. And that's why I emphasize track people's cards. So I think the first lesson of this game is track people's cards. I was tracking people's cards a lot, and that gave me a lot of information. The second thing I'd always say is just to never give up. Even though if I'm in a terrible situation, I still didn't give up. I was always thinking, always trying to talk or trying to think things through and try to see a way out. I love my guy Neonate, but I think he gives up a little bit too much, or not gives up a little bit too much. But I remember there's a stream he just did where he's super behind. He pulled 4 VPs, but yes, you're not always gonna pull 4 VPs, but you could try to I guess always try, even if it seemed like the odds are low since you can always win. But so even if you think you're the dead player, no, you're not. You're never the dead player. You're the dead player when you give up hope, and that's just sort of a life lesson also. You don't ever give up. I guess the third lesson I can add on is I guess I already used this one, but I'd say one more time: just predict where other people will place. As I said in the very beginning of the game, I knew this 8-3-4 was gonna be open. I just didn't have enough time, and I just sort of blindly threw my road down here. But then I realized I placed everything out. I'm like, this 8-3-4 is gonna be open. So I've already said that lesson before, but just knowing predicting where people will place is huge. Since if I was able to get on this 8-3-4, that'd be really important. But that's basically about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys were able to learn something, even though this is just an auto match. I typically don't really like auto matches because, you don't get a table talk. So I'm delighted, and I hope you guys learned something. Thank you so much.